Now, normally I would do my videos at a higher resolution, like 720p, and then I would convert to 1080p, or I would use my Rebel T3i to record this video, but it's really late, and I gotta get back to studying. With that in mind, Benjamin Netanyahu is one of the greatest dangers to Israel, to the Middle East, and to the Palestinians. This man has constantly barraged the Palestinians with airstrikes and sanctions and destroying any hope of moderate Palestinians accepting Israel as a state and as a nation. Because what hawks like Netanyahu fail to realize is a simple fact, a simple truth. If you give your enemy a reason to hate you, and a reason to despise you, then they will exploit it to the extreme, especially when that reason is something rational. For example, let me clarify something before you think when I say, oh, well, what Hamas is doing is rational. No, fuck Hamas. Fuck them. I hope anyone who is associated with Hamas dies or gets put on trial and sent to prison for a long ass fucking time. I'm saying that if you give your enemy an understandable reason, the enemy will exploit it in an unfathomable way. Actually, let me rephrase that. In a very fathomable way. And they will use it like you can't imagine. It will destroy anything you have, any credibility you have to the moderates. And they will gradually make them extreme. The U.S.'s mistake with the Cold War proved that, and many other mistakes that the U.S. has made have also proved that. We continue. Hamas members could use the "Hey, Israel blew up this guy's family, blew up his kids, blew up his mother, blew up his fucking grandmother." That's the great Satan you want to fight, right? Come on, join us. That moderate Palestinian will want revenge, because once you lose your family in something that horrific, oh boy, you give these people a rational reason, an understandable reason. That is the worst thing you can give your enemy. That's what Al-Qaeda used, that's what the Nazis unfortunately used, and that is what many terrorist groups have used for millennia. They will use something that anyone can relate to. Someone's family member getting killed like that. And further sanctions on Palestine. Then, Benny, get the fuck out. No, seriously, Ben, get the fuck out of Israel. You're a hawk. Your administration needs to leave. Whoever is supporting you needs to get the fuck out. I'm not talking about America. I'm talking about the fucking party that Netanyahu is a part of. Get the fuck out of Israel. Get out of the prime minister's seat. You do not deserve the honor of being prime minister of the great state of Israel. Israel, as I look at it, is the Jewish homeland. It's a safe haven in case something like the Holocaust were to happen in the United States. And thankfully it exists. However, I would rather see a proper two-state solution and peace with the Palestinians rather than what you are doing. You are using attacks and fear-mongering against countries like Iran, especially the Iran we have now, that's trying to negotiate with the United States on its nuclear deal. You are trying to sabotage it. You are hurting Israel, and you are hurting Palestine, and you are hurting the Middle East, and you are making Our enemies look at Israel as a cancer rather than a force for good. You are a disgrace to the Jewish people, and you are a disgrace to any Jewish man or woman that is a Zionist. I'm honoring the great Leonard Nimoy and other Jews, and other rational Jews when I say this. Live long and prosper. And Netanyahu, I hope you get thrown out of power at some point, because you are a fucking disgrace. And yes, I will have links to my sources. I will have links to Netanyahu's speech, so you can nitpick along with me.